Hey, YouTubers. I thought I would take a couple minutes tonight, probably about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and talk a little bit about um, where we stand right now with the coronavirus, or the con virus, as others may put it, in the state of New Jersey in particular, and where we go from here, folks. Okay, Uncle Phil, and no, I'm not going to dignify that saggy, jowled Massachusetts liberal with the title of governor, even if 51% of the state voted for him. Um, I want to talk a little bit about the bills that have come out of the legislature in the last 3 to 5 days and what it signifies for the state as a whole. Right now, I guess probably about 2.5 weeks ago, Murphy said he was going to reopen up the state beaches and the golf courses, etc., etc. Well, I'm a golfer, folks. I like to golf. It helps me forget about my problems. It helps me forget about all the mean things my wife says. I love golf. I'm joking. Little shout out to Angie, um, my significant other. But the golf courses still have not fully opened in the state of New Jersey. Okay, we're talking about opening up beaches during the Memorial Day holiday. And what doesn't make sense to me, and my wife brought it up tonight, goes like this. All right. If we can open up beaches, why can't people go to the beauty salon or the barber? Why can't people go to the driving range and hit golf balls? Why can't people go and see a movie? I mean, I don't get this. I don't understand the rational explanation or the rational distinction between me going and parking my ass on LBI or going to see a movie. I just don't get it. And and I talk to other people and they just don't get it either. So the way that I see it, folks, goes like this. Murphy is not opening up businesses because he wants to. He's opening up these things slowly but surely because he has no other choice. All right. The governor is in a position where if he allows the Memorial Day holiday to bypass this state in total, and we go a year, we go one time around the sun without celebrating it, what happens? I'll tell you what happens, folks. You place Jersey Shore towns in a position where they're not going to be able to recover. They're not going to be able to recoup their losses. While these huge chain stores that may be deemed non-essential and closed now, and there are a couple out there, will be able to recover. Mom and pop businesses will not. I mean, when all this thing came to fruition, and the governor started to make exceptions to the rules. And one of them that was pushed through the legislature, one of the big exceptions, was to allow new and used car dealers to sell cars. And the reason for that was because an assemblyman very astutely had figured out that that all these people that needed to buy a new car were simply going to go to another state, like Delaware or Pennsylvania, that permitted it. I think that we need to have that same kind of mentality that we're going to place business owners and our society in an insurmountable position. We need to adopt that mentality and let that become our new norm. I was in a major store today. I was in Walmart today, and I heard a guy say to me, or say in line, not to me, but he said in line, You know, the cure is just as bad as the disease. You know something is wrong when their solution is even worse than the disease. And that was the case, folks. Um, I think that, I don't know how many of you are following it, but the Wisconsin Supreme Court today ruled that the quarantine is in fact unconstitutional under their state constitution. Amen to that. Um, do I think that's going to happen in New Jersey? Probably not. Um, I think that it would divide our Supreme Court right now, but I don't think that they would necessarily strike it down. I think a majority of the justices would agree to uphold Uncle Phil's quarantine. Now, as far as the what people have to understand is this. When it comes to evaluating or trying to comprehend the constitutionality of Trenton's actions right now, namely Uncle Phil's actions right now, the quarantine in and of itself is divorced from the executive orders that are coming out of Trenton. And what that means, I know you're scratching your head at what I said, but what that essentially means is that one may very well be constitutional, while another may not. And they're not the same things, folks, okay? Limiting public gatherings is not the same thing as shutting down somebody's business. Just because you have an affected interest, whether or not it be a liberty property, or a liberty property or life issue or interest that's constitutionally affected, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to trigger the same amount of scrutiny. Okay, nor does it mean that the concerns are going to be the same. In this case, you telling me that I can't congregate with more than, I don't know, 6 people for the next 3 months, that does not trigger the same level of constitutional scrutiny or legal scrutiny as it does if you turn around and you say to me, hey, Matt, guess what? You can't open up your business on LBI. You can't open up your kite shop for the next year. Oh, so you're basically taking the bread and butter out of my kids' mouths? Just saying. I'd like to kind of get the feedback from the YouTube community on everything that's going on. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to charge my cell phone, and we're going to take it from there. Give me about 20 seconds, guys. I'm going to just go get up and I'm going to go get my charger real quick. All right. And where's the charger at? Still alive. Can you give me a charger, please? You sure? Where's your purse at? Folks, I still have to get the charger, but I do want to give credit for the awesome Nerf shots that have been fired at me. Mr. Stinky! Say hi to my YouTube audience, Leon.
Shut up.
Okay, Leon. I love this kid. Him and Andrew are the best things that have ever happened in my life. But let me go get my charger. Where's your purse at, Ange? I'm live, Lee. I'm live. Okay, I'm live. I love this kid. I can't find the charger right this minute, but I'm gonna start addressing individual concerns with the corona thing as people are raising them in my browser. Green Leader, one of my all-time fans, and he's also an Atlantic County guy. God bless that. I think he doesn't live in Hamilton. I believe. Now let me jog my memory. Lives in not Estelle, Folsom. That's right. That's where Green Leader lives. Hiram's a good guy. I like Hiram a lot. I'm sure sooner or later my compadre, Mr. Van Dyke, will see this. I'm going to do another little skit, or not skit per se. I'm going to do another show after this one tonight, and I'm going to focus in on Monmouth County issues and how those issues. Tell me how this is for creativity, folks. How Monmouth County issues have been exponentially amplified by the coronavirus. How all these little things in our communities that we choose to overlook have become unforgettable in the wake of Corona. And can I please have a charger? She's the best. So maybe we will get a charger. Our Nerf star made his premiere on the Matt Sim channel. What is that, Lee? No, I don't think appearing on my channel will qualify you for a Screen Actors Guild Award. I love him. Tonight, when I do have the Monmouth County chatter or the Monmouth County talk, I'm going to talk a lot about pirate towns in Monmouth County. Homedale is going to be a center of focus. Maybe to a lesser degree. I don't consider Keyport to be a pirate town. Marlboro, they're getting there. They're becoming a pirate town. But in this, for all the work that I did for, 3 years with John, and we concentrate on pirate towns, all right? We're seeing pirate towns in a different light, folks. We're not judging pirate towns on the basis of how many tickets they issue. We're judging them on whether or not they're going to uphold the Constitution and respect people's individual liberties under the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, or whether or not they're going to discard our rights by the wayside. And so far, it's looking like it's the latter. Well, everybody, I'm going to come back another 10, 15 minutes and start chattering about Monmouth County and what's going on here.